Here's your latest African news. South Africa. Former Apartheid President of South Africa, F.W. de Klerk, dies at 85. What can we say about this man? Racist and violent former Apartheid President of South Africa has died, leaving a dark and brutal legacy of racism and vast inequalities in modern-day South Africa. His role as a right-hand man to his predecessor, the brutal P.W. Botha, also made it difficult for many South Africans to see him as anything more but one of a long line of repressive white leaders. De Klerk never made a full account of the torture and killings committed by his apartheid government. Despite being one of the figures in ending apartheid, de Klerk came under fire for refusing to admit that apartheid was a crime against humanity. Many Western media houses are reporting his death in a very white-centric way, some calling him a hero and glossing over his brutal and murderous reign. Ethiopia. Ethiopia sets out terms of possible talks with Tigray rebels. Ethiopia on Thursday outlined conditions for possible talks with rebels from the country's Tigray region following days of frantic diplomatic efforts by international envoys to head off another surge in fighting. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's government has been locked in a year-long conflict with the Tigray's People Liberation Front, which has been deemed as a terrorist group. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Dina Mufti told reporters that one of the conditions for possible talks, which he stressed have not been agreed to, would be for the TPLF to withdraw from the Amhara and Afar regions bordering Tigray, which the TPLF violently invaded. Sudan. Sudan's General Burhan names council for post-coup transition. Sudan's de facto ruler General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan on Thursday named a new ruling council to steer the country's transition after last month's military takeover, the state television reported. The announcement came more than 2 weeks since Burhan dissolved the government led by Prime Minister Abdallah Hamdok, detained the civilian leadership and declared a nationwide state of emergency. It also comes just 2 days ahead of planned mass protests against the October 25th coup. Under the decree, Burhan chaired the council formed in August 2019 following the ousting of the former president Omar al-Bashir. Mohamed Hamdan Daglo, leader of the feared paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, remains his deputy. The council also retained all its senior military figures. Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone's president suspends state auditor pending probe. Sierra Leone's chief auditor Lara Taylor Pierce, who has been widely praised for her efforts to improve government accountability, said on Thursday President Julius Maada Bio had suspended her while the Attorney General investigates her office. The suspension comes weeks before her office is due to present an annual audit of the government's handling of public finances in 2020. Taylor Pierce has served as Auditor General for 10 years, earning a reputation for efforts to improve public sector accountability. She won international praise for her real-time audit of the financing of the 2014 to 2016 Ebola pandemic response, which exposed significant corruption. Some non-governmental organizations were surprised at her suspension. Democratic Republic of Congo. Democratic Republic of Congo wants an end to export of raw materials. The Deputy Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Congo has told the 26th session of the Climate Change Conference of Parties in Glasgow that her country will no longer accept the export of its raw materials, notably cobalt, by commodities giant Glencore. Bazaiba said the DRC wanted a more equal trade partnership in raw materials with Switzerland. She said cobalt cannot be exported, transformed and manufactured into batteries outside the country. Glencore operates 2 cobalt mines in the DRC. The country supplies more than 60% of the world's cobalt, a byproduct of copper and nickel mining that forms an essential component of rechargeable batteries powering smartphones, laptops, and electric cars. Artisanal and small-scale mining of cobalt has been linked to unsafe working conditions and the use of child labor. Mali. Mali says it may ask Russia for help given the current security situation. Mali has signaled that it plans to maintain strong ties with Russia to tackle its security problems. During a trip to Moscow, the foreign minister Abdoulaye Diop said the very existence of the Malian state was under threat. He added that with instability continuing, Russia was a trusted ally. Russia's foreign minister Sergei Lavrov dismissed French concerns about Russian mercenaries in Mali. He said Russia would continue to supply the country with arms and ammunition. There is increasing hostility in Mali to the presence of French forces, who've been trying to quell an Islamic insurgents for the past 8 years. France has started to withdraw troops. Thanks for watching. Visit our YouTube channel Tunacheki to watch our daily news reports and our website tunacheki.tv for all the latest news updates. Also, don't forget to catch our new show Startup Africa every week on our channel. You can directly support this new series by becoming our YouTube member or becoming a Patreon. And remember, Africa is watching.